There's a current debate going on online discussing classism and its effects on the Black community when it comes to dating. And this is such a good topic. I think the creator who started this entire conversation, his name is Nick Young Life. So I'm just going to give my piece on it. I think there's a ton of people who are first generation, and I won't even call them rich, but they're first generation middle class, or they're first generation making $100,000 or more. And they think that automatically changes what class they're in. It's like they forget that the class that they grew up in was probably low class, working class, or middle class. I think these people also forget that the class that they grew up in also helped make who they are today. So it's really interesting when I see, and I'm not saying that you can't have standards and you know what I mean, like if you're making six figures and you want somebody else to do that, sure, fine. But to make it seem like you're just so much more, leveled out, or that you're doing so much more better based off of income. But if we were to break down net worths, that's going to be a whole different story. I think classism should be based off of your net worth and what assets you own, because income can come and go. Literally, I think he discussed how a lot of the federal employees, like in the DMV area, a lot of people who are making six figures, they lost their jobs and now they're struggling, or, they're having a harder time because they were never upper class. Just because you make $100,000 a year does not necessarily make you upper class. I think it does make you upper class as far as income, but when it comes to net worth and what you own and what assets you have, it's a different ballgame. There are Black people who grew up in Jack and Jill, who went to private institutions, who families were or been a part of the Divine Nine. And it goes back generations on top of generations and generations. Now, to me, I feel like people who come from those backgrounds typically can say that they're upper class or whatever the case might be when it comes to classism. But to act like just because you now make $90,000 a year that you can't date somebody who makes 60 is insane. Anyway, y'all gonna do what y'all want to do regardless, but I just had to give my take on this TikTok debate.